Hey, you need to drop everything and check out what's happening right now. There's this incredible XRP to Bitcoin setup brewing that could absolutely blow your mind if you're not paying attention. Bitcoin's getting ready for its next big move up, even though everyone's jumping the gun, calling it done. And here's the kicker. Ripple just pulled off something so massive that even Swift, yeah, that old school payments giant, had to give them props. We're not talking about one random news story here. This is like three unstoppable forces all moving in perfect sync. If you can spot this setup before everyone else wakes up to it, you're not just getting in early, you're positioned like a boss. I really hope you're ready for this because once this thing takes off, it's going to be one hell of a ride. And honestly, it's starting right now. Hey there, welcome to Ripple Moon Watch. If you're just discovering us, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join the crew. And if you're one of our awesome regulars coming back for more of those juicy insights, do me a quick solid and tap that thumbs up, would you? That little thumbs up is like rocket fuel for getting this video out to everyone in the crypto world who needs to hear this stuff. Seriously, you guys have been crushing it with those likes lately. The videos are taking off like crazy, and I can't thank you enough for that support. All right, enough chit-chat. Let's dive right into the good stuff. Bitcoin's sitting at $119,106, down about 1.46%. Ethereum's hanging out around $4,646, down 1.15%. And XRP, looking pretty solid at $3.11, though it's dipped about 3%. The total crypto market cap is still cruising at $4.11 trillion, which honestly I'm loving. Now here's the thing, tons of people totally panicked yesterday when they saw this little pullback. They're like, oh no, bull run's over. But guys, come on. So we're literally at the same price as we were just a few days ago. Here's what you need to understand about how this works. I call it my hill analogy. When prices shoot up, it's like climbing to the top of a hill to scope out what's ahead. You're checking out all that liquidity sitting there. Then we come back down and basically vacuum up all that liquidity at the lower levels. Think of it as gathering extra fuel and energy. So next time we make our run back up, we've got all this extra power behind us, which means we can smash through those resistance levels way easier. Now, about XRP hitting that $3.66 target we've been talking about forever. We've actually bounced off that first hurdle around $3.33 16 times now. 16! That $3.33 level is basically our gateway to finally reaching that $3.66 goal. So sitting at $3.11 right now, we're in a really sweet spot. Now check this out. That XRP to Bitcoin chart I keep harping on about because seriously, it's the one to watch. Credible Crypto just dropped some gold. That PO3 pattern on XRP/Bitcoin, it nailed it perfectly after bouncing off that local supply zone. Here's the deal. We pulled back to those range lows, and honestly, I'm thinking there's a solid shot we see a triple tap today with a higher low forming right here. And if that plays out, we're about to go after those range highs hard. Let me zoom this thing in because, man, this setup is absolutely beautiful. And guess what? It's pointing to the exact same target I've been hammering home with you guys this whole time. This is that crystal clear, by-the-book setup that takes us straight to where we want to be. So Credible Crypto's breaking down this power of three pattern. That's what PO3 stands for. Basically, you've got your accumulation phase, then this fake out move that tricks everyone, and finally that big push straight into your local supply zone. You see that red area on the chart? That's historically where sellers jump in and slam on the brakes. But here's where it gets juicy. After hitting that zone, price had to pull back to those range lows we've been tracking for weeks. And now what do we have? 3 bounces right here. You can actually see where Cred marked them in green. They look like little smiley faces. Those are our bounces, and that's your potential triple tap right there. Here's the thing. Every single time we bounce a bit higher at support, it's telling us the sellers are running out of steam. You want to see that third bounce close higher than the second one. Now, that supply zone up top, it's already been tested once, so we know what we're dealing with. Every single test just chips away at those sell orders, right? It's making that wall weaker and weaker each time. So when we come back for round 2, we're not just politely knocking. We're about to kick this door clean off its hinges. If this plays out the way it's looking, that path to the range highs just opens right up. And here's the thing about XRP/Bitcoin. When it finally clears this type of supply zone, it doesn't just casually drift higher. This thing absolutely explodes. So what should you be watching for? First, you want that higher low to lock in this triple tap. Then you're looking for some serious momentum building as we head back into that supply zone. And finally, you need that breakout that flips this whole ratio back into bullish mode. If we get all three of these pieces, man, this is going to be one of those legendary moves that people will still be talking about months from now. Now check this out. You can see that weekend local supply to range high is sitting right at 3,050 XRP per Bitcoin, Satoshi value. Do a little quick math on that using Bitcoin's current price, and remember, this is all tied to Bitcoin's price movements. And guess what number we land on? The exact same target I've been hammering for ages. Let me circle this for you. It's pointing straight to $3.66, which is the top of our final resistance zone. Pretty wild how everything's lining up perfectly, right? Now here's what's bugging me. With all this action happening and these charts looking so clean, I keep seeing these random people pop up on Twitter. These are folks who clearly don't understand technical analysis, don't know how to read charts, but they're desperately trying to grab attention or play hero. And what are they saying? Bull run's over, guys. Come on, listen, I'm telling you with 100% certainty, the bull run is not over. We're not even close to being done here. We've got 5 solid months left on this thing. We're still locked and loaded for Bitcoin to hit $140,000, and after that, we're eyeing $175,000. Right now, we're basically sitting where we were just a couple days ago. Nothing's broken. Nothing's falling apart. Just look at the big picture for a second. The U.S. president is openly bullish on crypto. Spot ETFs are live and money's flooding in. Institutions with real deep pockets are piling into crypto markets. The on-ramps have never been this wide open. Here's the thing about crypto tops. They don't happen when the infrastructure is still being built and the narrative keeps getting stronger. Tops happen when everyone and their grandma is already in. When euphoria is absolutely maxed out. We're nowhere even close to that. We haven't had that euphoric peak this cycle, not even close. People have been white-knuckling it this entire time, just holding on for dear life. That euphoric moment, that's still coming. And here's the beautiful part. Every time the market takes a breather like this, all that impatient money just rotates right out. You know what's crazy? The smart money is doubling down right now. We're still on track for $140,000 and that jumped to $175,000. Yeah, that's totally happening. Here's the thing. We're nowhere near the top. The next big move is locked and loaded at 100%. Smoke just dropped this gem and honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just when everyone thought Ripple couldn't get any hotter, they pulled a move that basically made Swift throw in the towel. So check this out. Back on August 7th, Ripple swooped in and bought Rail for $200 million. Rail's this stablecoin platform, and the timing? Chef's kiss. Trump just signed new crypto laws to get banks on board. Now here's where it gets interesting. RLUSD isn't some side hustle for Ripple. This thing exploded 319% in March, hitting almost $40 million in trading volume. We're talking serious cash moving around here. But wait, there's more. Remember back in April when Ripple dropped $1.25 billion on Hidden Road? Yeah, that wasn't random. They've been building the perfect setup for RLUSD this whole time. Brad Gallinghouse isn't messing around either. He's gunning for a top 5 stablecoin spot by year end. They're coming straight for USDT and USDC's throne. This isn't your typical crypto project throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. This is straight up empire building, people. We're talking strategic acquisitions, legal wins backing them up, and even the biggest player in global settlements giving them props. Ripple isn't just playing the game anymore. They're literally writing the rulebook. While everyone's out there losing their minds because crypto prices haven't moved much since last week, here's what they're missing. The charts don't lie. XRP versus Bitcoin? It's sitting pretty, ready to explode. Bitcoin's march to $140,000 to $175,000? Still happening, no matter how much panic is floating around. Look at what Ripple's got going. Legal victories, smart acquisitions, and their position to own the global financial rails. The technicals are screaming, the macro environment is perfect, and the fundamentals are rock solid. When all three of those line up, the market doesn't just move. It absolutely roars. So, you've got two choices here. Get caught up in all the noise, or pay attention to the signal. And trust me, that signal is crystal clear right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Smash that thumbs up on your way out, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you later.